Hi, Earth people. I am Chinghiz together with you. Today, June 28, 2022. And almost 2 weeks after last Chinghiz life. And what was happening during these 2 weeks? No news. And this no good. Western countries, leading by United States, show they acting very mobile form, very bold for stop Hitler our days. NATO, EU countries, allies. Yesterday, before yesterday was happening G7 in this summit also. They announced it, they will do additional action. But all this needed, of course. No, I'm not discussing the decisions now, the action. I try again, said all to all them. You all saying you should stop Hitler Putin, you not to allow Hitler Putin victory in Ukraine, you will stand with Ukraine and will help any cause, any forum, unwavering, etc. But what uh, blocked you or doing some complicate your these words announcement come to reality? For prevent, I'm talking about prevent, stop Hitler Putin finally. Why are you failing prevent? Your grave mistake was when you decided, and this was happening in Trump time, Trump in White House, and was repeated this mistake by Biden, and of course, allies, Germany, France, Italy, we know now in these European countries who they, what there was, and who behind them, how they was belong to Putin. But Biden also was repeated this grave mistake because he is national security advisor and because this Rothschild and Co. Representative Kissinger, this grave mistake was repeated. And your decision, if Hitler Putin will intervene, you will act. You even today, you fail. Your action not adequate to reality. And why? My question it is. Why even today your reaction no adequate? Why now you, after Hitler Putin full go rocket launch, you decide you will send air defense system? Why now, no months ago, 2 months ago? What your problem? What your problem? Because these grave mistakes, there are 10,000 civilians died, totally more. There are genocide. And you now decided after that you can have full opportunity to prevent. You're not doing that. You're simply ignoring prevent. Ignoring. If ignoring means ignoring, I call you, others call you, hey, prevent. Send patriot system, no patriot other. Not say send these plasma same. Send the F-16s. There are HIMARS, how many? There should be HIMARS. 300 for immediate supply. There should be no less than 100 already or today in Ukraine. Joe Biden should be no less than 100 HIMARS. Why you not doing that? What your problem? NATO summit, which will start tomorrow, after tomorrow. What your problem? Why you allow these atrocities in Ukraine? What your problem? You decided lend lease, money, weapons, all. There should be at least 104, 5. What this means, Joe Biden? What this means? Putin will continue kill. Putin will continue his genocide in Ukraine because NATO failing act adequate forum. And I know seeing real serious reason for that why NATO, United States ally failed act adequate forum. I know one thing even about why they doing that. I call you Joe Biden. Immediate forum, immediate. During 1 week, 10 days, I don't know, at least 100 HIMARS should be in Ukraine. There should be enough quantity of F-16, enough quantity of NASASM. No 5, no 10, more. Enough. 50 means 50 specialists know that. Your Pentagon specialists know that. Ukraine military specialists know that. They are in war, into war. They very good know how many should be there. This air defense system and HIMARS and F-16s. Do that. NATO summit. You will launch after tomorrow there in Spain will come together. Do that with immediate effect. Enough quantity. No less, no less. It's absolutely and completely unacceptable. Hitler, Putin directly targeted civilian areas, buildings. He started again by his rockets, attack Kiev, Lvov. Yesterday was Kremenchuk, even Trade Center Mall. At least there are already dozens died, killed, but they continue. Dozens injured. This terror attack, Joe Biden, this terror attack, this undeniable, their genocide, Putin already committed genocide in Ukraine. He directly and knowingly attacking civilians, civilian areas. In Mariupol, what he did, in Bucha, in other cities, in Kramatorsk, now Kremenchuk. State of terrorism, Russia. Where your decision about that? There should be decision. When you sanction, there should be right. Russia, state of terrorism and sanctions. And MH17 in 2014 was that, or 2015. When Hitler Putin occupied and Crimea and Eastern region, he shot and down passenger airplane, Malaysia airplane flying from Netherlands to Malaysia. MH17. I said this plenty time, others, they have dogs, they have facts. This Putin, directly Putin ordered, shut down all airplanes above this region. For that, send there his regular army rocket system book, which they Russian army officers, they launched this book, not these so-called combiners and tractorists, not separatists. The Russian army, regular army unit, shutting down passenger plane directly by Putin order. Why not yet? 5 years already, or even more. And what they have in court, in Netherlands court will say, what they will say. No Putin will say, enough, stop that. Kremenchuk and others, genocidal Hitler-Putin action too, but last, Kremenchuk showed that undoubtful, undeniable forum. Hitler-Putin. say truth, act truly, act truly for finally stop Hitler Putin. If you not will stop Hitler Putin, not will stop it. Lithuania very direct and rightfully implementing sanctions against Hitler Putin, who before Western countries' eyes launched genocidal war in Ukraine. And Lithuania and Baltic states, they know who this Hitler Putin and Russian chauvinist means fascist, because there was decades into an evil empire, Soviet Union, have experience. Listen to them. Listen to Estonia Prime Minister Kaja Kallas. Tweet interview Kaja Kallas, Prime Minister of Estonia, to the Telegraph. And here quotes, I will read. Quote, Europe must ensure the Kremlin's war in Ukraine fails or wars will follow. It tweets from June 12th. June 12th. Okay. In a new essay for the Telegraph, the Prime Minister of Estonia, Kaja Kallas, says that Europe must do all it can to push back the Russian invasion. And here, shortly treat. Quote, Russia is the most direct threat to European security right now, writes the Estonian Prime Minister. If aggression pays off somewhere, it serves as an invitation to use it elsewhere. That is the reason we are so committed to helping Ukraine push back Russian aggression. What we are defending is the very idea of freedom, territorial integrity, and sovereignty. That is, their right to exist as a country and their right to live free from repression. The Kremlin has made it clear that their aim is to wipe Ukraine off the world map. Denazification is the official Russian label of this policy of destruction of the Ukrainian state and its people. A Nazi is simply any Ukrainian who resists. For Hitler Putin, saying to Ukrainian, hey, Nazi. No impunity for war crimes must also form a cornerstone of our long-term policies. Putin and all those who have committed atrocities must know that their judgment day will come. She adds, the aggressor must also pay reparations and victims must be compensated. Of course, the free world has made many right decisions in support of Ukraine, but we need to speed it up. What Ukraine needs today are arms to fight back the aggressor and liberate the country. I often get questions about how we can improve relations with Russia, Kallas said. My reply is very frank. We should be courageous enough to admit that if it's necessary for stopping the aggressor, we must be ready to face a long and gruesome war. Kallas adds, there should be no fear of a bad relationship or a non-existent relationship with war criminals. Our policies must be rooted into the understanding that the Russian threats will not go away tomorrow. There should be no return to business as usual. We must do all we can to help push back the Russian invasion and end the committing of war crimes on our doorstep. Otherwise, wars will follow, writes Kaja Kallas, Prime Minister of Estonia. Gas, this last quote. Gas might be expensive. Gas might be expensive. But freedom is priceless. Not true? Election coming. And Lithuanian president, sorry, and not recall, sorry for that. These courageous countries and leaders and Lithuanian president confirming this decision not will revised, not will change. This right decision, blockade from Hitler Putin to his ex-wife from Königsberg, today call it one of Lenin, dictator syphilitic, immoral Lenin, ally Kalinin. He was head of Soviet Union time, head of parliament, but there no was actually parliament. There was Communist Party rule. So this blockade should be remain in effect. NATO should very sharply increasing his presence in Baltic states and others eastern flank of NATO. 300,000 means 500,000 means 500,000. But now, special we said, how many they need troops? And no fail. This for prevent. And about Ukraine, I said, no less. And immediately. So other sanctions. They are not yet, not all Russian banks switched, means SWIFT ban. Not yet, not Russian gas embargo. This very bad. $96 billion. $96 billion. Hitler Putin was awarded by Germany, Italy, and other countries who continue buy Russian energy, including oil and gas. Think about that. $96 billion. And you're giving Ukraine some several $1 billion. Fact. No words. Words also important. Announcement, but act as I call you. Join to my call. United States and NATO. And Zelensky calling you same, of course, because that what truly should be happening. But even Russian rocket was fired by Hitler Putin, and yesterday he killed dozens civilians in Kremenchuk Trade Center. These rockets parts continue supplying by avoiding sanctions by Germany, Italy, and Switzerland. What this means? NATO summit in Spain. What this means? This fact undeniable. They by schemes avoiding sanctions continue collaborate with Hitler Putin supplying them needed these parts for Hitler Putin rocket which he launched again Ukraine. This fact check. I can say source if you not have this info. If you not have info, this is also very bad. Where your intelligence? If you know, why you not stopping that? This is all alarming fact. And needed only decision and implementation. And do that not difficult. Sorry, several seconds. I think this will need about source of this blockbuster fact. Observation here. 300,000 Ukrainian children already in Russia. There's no genocide, no part of that. forcibly. And they come to Russia. No, they refuse recognize Ukrainian identity. These 300,000 children will represented by them as Russians. It's not genocide, part of genocide. Yes, Euromaidan press tweeting. EU companies help Russia in producing weapons that kill Ukrainians. Italian, German, and also Swiss, means Switzerland firms make deals with Russian defense companies through shell companies and circumvent sanctions imposed on Russia after it started war against Ukraine. Okay? Inform Napalm, the Ukraine source, and this fact here concrete country's name and the firm's name. About $96 billion in 100 days. Hitler Putin, you awarded, your position not adequate. Again, I saying that. And you fully go wrong, even when you try by using embargo against Russian energy, you doing another grave mistake. You should go clean energy. Have for that or opportunity do that. In very quick time, transition, replace this Russian energy by clean energy. 1 year, maximum 1/2, but 1 year. Who saying you if this is if they saying you this impossible? Who saying that? Germany or France or United States of America or Italy? Who saying this impossible in 1 year? In very effective form. Effective means even will better. Then you continue take from other resources this dirty energy. You're planning build liquid gas plant, these factories across Europe. What this means? Scientists saying you science. What means science? Scientists. They saying you what's happening with planet Earth. What means climate crisis? And they saying you have 3 years. If you will fail during these 3 years fully, stop subsidy to fossil fuel, immediately now stopping licensing of additional drilling, immediately. its immediate effect now. Fully stop licensing. And subsidies means investment, subsidies, and go clean energy. If not, you will face global genocide. Billions of people life you will put on danger. They will treat by deaths. 3 years. For prevent, you now should act now. But you rejected to that. You choosing go replace Hitler Putin energy, oil, gas, and coal by same dirty energy from other countries. You go to Qatar, go to Africa even, putting their billions or billions dollars. Addition billions or billions dollars putting to building this for liquid gas, LNG, their stations or these factories, reservoirs means. Why are you doing that? Who say you can't go clean energy? This not will possible. And why you playing with your faith, with your country faith, with your people faith? You failing, you failing. And cost of that what will I saying you, and scientists saying you, specialists saying you, and specialists, scientists saying you how we can go in 1 year fully replacing Russian oil, gas, and in 1 decade, no less, no early, no later means no later than 2035, fully carbon-free economy. This specialist saying, scientists saying, science saying, planet Earth not playing you, planet Earth not looking at you. The United States, the Hitler Putin. Not. This is about physics. You destroying planet Earth's atmosphere, changing your habitat, your including atmosphere, this all habitat. You all destroy and continue destroy. This fact about climate crisis, how Arctic warming 7 times even more faster than other as global average. And this melting is so deadly view. You're not will able to stop that. Same, you're not will stop warming of Antarctica. You not have opportunity for that. Outdoor event bans, major rivers drying up, forest fires, but future years will be far worse. Outdoor event banned in parts of France because extreme heat. Record after record after record, 44 degrees Celsius in France, 44, 45. In Germany, even in United Kingdom coming records. And this beginning, but I know exactly this will sharply increase, speed up of these attacks. Not only extreme heat, 50 degrees in Europe will normal, even more, even more. Other nature disasters will quantity increase, power increase, this hurricane, these storms, this great, one more example how this was attacked recently, will increase and increasing. And this damaging the economy and already, but will very sharply increase. You now say, hey, inflation. For example, my friend Joe Biden, respectful man by me, very good, acting good president. After Trump so needed good president to United States. And it is but real action. We have a opportunity to do that, Joe. We should do that, shall do that. Because situation demand. In Ukraine case, in climate crisis case, about inflation, you go clean energy. We should say this inflation because this who do this problem, they created this problem. They helping Hitler Putin on his war in Ukraine too, and this increasing of price of oil and gas, this day job, this speculation, they knowingly doing that, and you fighting them, Joe. You should say this to American people. The fight is fight. Fighting means fighting. American people will back you. If they will choose, hey, this gasoline price, Republican shameful, they fascist already, evil party. They will use that, you know, inflation will use because election coming. But we should say truth to American people. This day job, this Republican backed these big oils and big fossil fuel job. They knowingly doing that. And as cost of that, temporarily they are, because price They are coming to some inflation rate, and they're fueling that by their lies, because election coming, hey, will increase inflation. This bad, Joe Biden, bad president, Democrat bad. They do worse. They thinking American people moron. They not have mind. They know watching what happening around the world, what happening in Europe, what doing Hitler, Putin. Who backed Hitler, Putin? Trump and co. Today's Republicans. Listen, this January 6 hearings. And finally, I hope this already finally Department of Justice start act for cleanup from Hitler Putin United States, including senators, Republicans in Senate. They try failing, asking what they asking journalists about January 6 hearings, and they're undeniable facts. What reacting Republicans? This one party, they lie. This all baseless. This lie. Think about inflation. Go ahead, inflation. They inflation. Enemy. They acting as enemy of United States of America. There was coup attempt. There was treason. There was backed by Hitler Putin tandem, Hitler Putin and Trump. And their position. Their war in Europe is affecting price because embargo on oil and gas too should be, or you should continue avoid Hitler Putin, United States people. There should be no embargo and ally too. And what choose these big fossil fuels, as Joe Biden saying, they knowingly using policy for increased price, for create some inflation, and Republicans, they same. Look at Senate, who blocked any climate crisis action for stop climate crisis, for tax pollution, for example, for other action. This Joe Biden plan was their industry plan where there are several billion, trillion, okay, should be there, several $trillion plan, because if not, truly will come, without speculation of fossil fuel, truly will come not only inflation, not only stagflation, even, great depression, another. And this doing by Republicans, American people. No, listen, they Fox News, they other lies. Look who created this price. And they try link that to inflation when they, Republicans, doing behind that, because fossil fuel giants by backed Republicans, by this speculation, knowingly increasing price of gasoline too. Look at that. If you will fail American people, you will accuse Democrats and will vote for Republicans in coming election midterm. Believe me, what will happen? Climate crisis, no waiting. Climate crisis, not political, by political decision. You decided today and immediately this problem resolve it. You already crossed the red line. And their only chance stop, and your country, United States, your country economy, truly, talking about Great Depression very seriously, and they will even worse than Great Depression because your economy will crack down by climate crisis. They are not only price when we choose no buy gasoline, when we choose use zero emission cars, for example, or heating of home, same based on clean energy, zero emission, and others. You should demand that, and you should back this party who try do that. And today's United States who try to do that, this Democrat Party. Republicans fully oppose that. And who increased price of gasoline, these fossil fuels? Who backed these fossil fuels? Republicans or Democrats? Joe Biden backed that. No, be fooled, American people. But I'm talking about we should go now, even using this by European Union ally altogether, banning Russian oil and gas embargo. We should replace this by fully clean energy, and it's possible. I'm talking about that. And when you will do that and you belong to dirty energy will less, what they will price for gasoline, this not will affect you even. This will already big fossil fuel problems because demand to fossil fuel will very less. So simple, so simple. Not be fooled by Republicans. We're talking about United States national security problem, which so devastatingly damaged and continue damaging. June 6 hearing about that. They try to distract from this, and they call themselves patriots, Republican patriots. Look what they did. New name there, even Ron Johnson was tried by Fash these electors, Fash electors, try achieve Vice President Pence, try intervene to this legal process, part of this coup. Who Ron Johnson? Who used their catch? Their catch already finally revealed by Ukrainians to Hitler Putin spy. Already arrested his network there in Ukraine. Ron Johnson was used few months before election. How he was trying to help Hitler, Putin, and Trump. Knowingly, Ron Johnson did that knowingly. This Hitler Putin job about Biden's in Ukraine. This all fash, baseless. This forum which they try show their cash, this Hitler Putin. Fact check. Manafort this Hitler Putin means Klimnik. Trump chief of campaign, election campaign. Plenty such undeniable fact check. And then finally, Department of Justice start act. Do that fully, Department of Justice and FBI. Do this cleanup fully. Because so dangerous this situation. He said Putin and Trump network remain into United States. There should be cleanup, undeniable and immediately. And say truth about that to American people fully. And they will understand and allow this evil job of Republicans, this inflation too. They artificially increasing price of gasoline, oil and gas and gasoline too. This is Republican doing because election coming. These two, not only this, the Supreme Court was doing. This Supreme Court, United States people, again, all was happening online. Obama, last month's period of his presidency, there was one of Supreme Court member died. Sorry, I not recall now exactly name. And Obama appointed today's Attorney General of United States, Merrick Garland, as Supreme Court judge, daytime, in 2016. Majority of Republicans in Senate say, no. McConnell, look at this Moscow Mitch, his face. He said no, because Obama already go to resign, his term ended, and he can't appoint Supreme Court justice. And McConnell, this position, not based on any law, any norm, absolutely. And they refuse this confirm Merrick Garland nomination. Rejected. After that, in Trump time, at least 3 Supreme Court justices was appointed by Trump. 2 of them, Gorsuch and Kavanaugh. Which scandal was with Kavanaugh, we know. FBI refused to really investigate Kavanaugh case when Senate and Congress demanding. etc. There was enough unlawful action. And 8 days, and last justice to Supreme Court, this woman, name I not recall, and no important, evil is evil, this name, they named this, evil. And 8 days before end of Trump term, Trump appointed this woman to Supreme Court. McConnell, all that immediately allowed. Who McConnell? Several months before his term will end, Obama nominate Merrick Garland. McConnell said no, rejected, he can't, and all this baseless, no. Trump, 8 days before his term finished, he appointed Supreme Court Justice. And McConnell this allowed. Who McConnell? Not evil. And why you will vote for evils, Americans? If you think this will good for your life, you're very wrong, American voters. This is very bad for your life view. And Look what was in Trump president time, how they was acting, damaging your country. There was coup attempt. There was other crimes, all will reveal Department of Justice if they and should be there true and full investigation without frame, including Trump finances. You will have several treason of enemy of you in White House. And Republicans knowingly was backing this Trump. Truth that. And about the other evil action, I said. And this Supreme Court was doing, he overturned Roe and Wade, say, hey, states, you choose. They overturned, means rejected New York state gun control law, which banned weapon on street, means public. You know? Wade and other children massacre American people. With another Uvalde in Texas. And the shameful governor Abbott, Greg Abbott, was free back it, of course, passed it law, signed it. This state parliament passed it by, and Governor Abbott was part of that, and he's very, he said, this honor, he signed this bill. When I was 18 years old, even without control, without check, can easily buy any weapon, including AR-15, and go to street, public, no problem. Greg Abbott did that. And how his police failed for prevent this massacre children. Also this part of that. Who they? Who they? Who Greg Abbott? Who Mitch McConnell? Who this another gun don't dare blood? These House representatives, they are minority leaders. McCarthy, yeah. And others, who they? And they passed some bill, and this bill not will prevent children massacre, another. Not will prevent American people. This your history, in near history, this coming from Sandy Hook, okay, Gabby Giffords, their children were died. Your president was crying, Barack Obama. You forgot. Of course, forgot. Therefore, happening Uvalde, Texas Uvalde. Because you forgot, you as fact show, you no care. Republicans no care, but you voters. You can change that in elections. If not by election, how? by creating as they did. So lawful and in civilization form by elections. You should reject Republicans finally, today's Republicans, which come already evil, part of evils. You should reject them in each election, in coming election, until the Republicans, of course, will. They have good persons, but they in minority today. They will come to majority. When they will come to majority in Republican Party, I will back them too. But today's Republican, this as you see, and they SCOTUS, abortion ban as gun control effective some form. This not was enough, but was good decision by New York State, rejecting that. There in Congress some form of gun control bipartisan. This not will helpful. This not will save life. Will save, will. Murphy, Senator Murphy, respectful man, Democrat, will save life, maybe. For example, there was died 30,000 annually, will die 1% less. This is good. This is good, huh? You know, I oppose what? You know, resolving problems. When you failing, you try to show that as, I'm not talking about Republicans, because Republicans, what talking about them, I already said. About gun control, you saying this bipartisan will save life. When not. Wait another Uvalde, another children massacre. 100%, I guarantee, will happen. And will happen no one's time, more. Remember my words. But we can't stop that problem, I'm talking about that, this in our opportunity. American voters, don't be fooled. You should reject Republicans in coming elections, this midterm in 2024, and we will watch what will happen later about Republican Party will start transform to restore the respectful party image. But in these two elections, there's no doubt, no question. Vote for Democrats, voters, in each state across United States. Abortion right of women should be fully respected. Okay? They have at least they have maximum, I say my English, 3 months. They have 90 days. They are 75 days, some offer was, but 90 days. Scientists know, specialists, scientists know, they should have right to abortion. You can't ban them. You can't force them. Not. no abortion. You can't simply say that, Republicans. Only in Republican states this abortion ban. Even when raped women, they force these women, you can't do abortion. Even, it's all evil, satanic, evil. They even try stop contraceptives. In condom, etc. Use that. Satanic, evil. They try implement blah by blah blah. Look at when they try link that to Bible, etc. They are no God in their words. Their speculation and your evolution, Earth people, and American people, part of Earth people. This is about civilization of Earth people on planet Earth. Exist civilization. Abortion right should be, shall. This undoubtful, and we can only talk about free. Because truly life matter. But 3 months period for women is more than enough for women choose she agreed or planned give birth or not. More than enough. Maximum for enough time. If she choose, yes, she won't be mother or do another birth, give birth. Okay, you have 3 months free. After that, you should respect this child in your tomb, the child life. You should respect. You can't say, hey, you think you know that your wife this, you that, you can kill, there's no care, you no care about that. You can't say that. You human being. You human being. And the God. It's not about Bible. Three months. And fully you have during these 3 months or contraceptive or other this medicine for prevent be pregnant or in sex or all you have. 21st century. After 3 months, what can happen? You should give birth. But if your wife, and this if you confirm it by doctors, your wife under dangerous, serious threat, in this forum, yeah, you can do abortion because your wife treated. It's also a reality. So you have full opportunity, women. Choose. You have abortion right, you have right the mother, another. If you rape it, force, and here should be your right for abortion too. This into these 3 months. 3 months not enough, more than enough. But in United States, Republican states, they try ban any form of abortion, and they evil, satanic. I saying these words very correctly. This evil, satanic. They try show Bible, try hid the satanic intents behind Bible. This not will work because this not about Bible. I'm talking about God. God transparently saying, my mission from Universe Unity is from God, saying you to and who they know. Look at their lifestyle, how they fascist, how they racist. This all anti-God. If about Christianity, anti-Jesus, anti-Christ, racist, white supremacists. Look at them, they're in church. They're in church. They go to church praying, hey, Jesus, please. They white supremacists. They racist. Jesus, please help me. For what? Kill black or put them back to slave? Jesus, please help me. This is not evil. This is not satanic. Same about this women's rights to abortion. Michael Beschloss tweeting. Tweet from June 25. He tweeting. And here is the 1896 Supreme Court that gave you Plessy against Ferguson case, which told you that racial segregation was constitutional and exalted the false and immoral doctrine of separate but equal. Separate by equal. And here, in other tweet, is the 1896 Supreme Court that gave you, this about quote, and here who member of the Supreme Court was. Here photos and names. They say segregation. What means segregation? Evil, satanic, evil. Anti-Christ, anti-Jesus if you Christian. Names, look at them. 1896 Supreme Court members. Jesus give his life for love, for love, for love, for you. Under torture was killed from universe unity. Messiah. Love to nears, to neighbors, no matter which color of skin, humanity, love, peace, love. This, Jesus this, not other. And look at this Hitler, Putin, look at this Trump, his Bible, go to church, others, this far rights, KKK, all in churches, praying. Evil, satanic, evil. And look at Hitler, Putin. Personage. Means not personage, actually activist. Christo Grozev from Bellingcat, tweeting and here photos. The Russian Orthodox Church is a terrorist organization that should more than obviously be sanctioned as such. Father Dmitry, father in Russian Orthodox Church, they call it Pope. No, Pope means religion officials. Father Dmitry, a GRU operative. GRU, Hitler Putin's military intelligence. And this Father Dmitry, officially Russian Orthodox Church official, okay, yes, the mass, church, mass, okay, GRU operative. And look at his photos. Is he, okay, he equipped by guns, ammunitions, and here at Hitler Putin military vehicle and fully also equipped by military ammunition, and go to do genocide in Ukraine. Church, mass, there are people coming, he in religion dress, reading gospel, Bible gospel about Jesus. Jesus this, Jesus this. And we have right kill Ukrainians, do denazification. This actually did Patriarch of Russian Orthodox Church, Kirill. He called for that. He part of this genocidal war of Hitler Putin against Ukrainian. Oligarch Patriarch Kirill. Good day means. Also, KGB, now FSB operative. Major General, I think, now. In Soviet time was Kapitan Mikhailov. His family, surname Mikhailov, in KGB, Soviet Union. Now he come to Orthodox Church chief because Hitler Putin appointed him. He fully backed this genocidal war in Ukraine, saying more bomb, more rocket, kill the civilians. And why you no sanctions him? European Union, United States. And this Pope means no Pope in Catholic Church, Pope means head of Vatican. But in Orthodox Church, literally Russian word, Pope. This low level, no head of, no top, low level, but official, fully equipped, even kill it. Jesus, please help us. Children attack school, kindergartens, knowingly by Putin order. And they phrased that. This all fact, what I'm saying, based all on in facts. The same thing in United States, Hitler Putin ally Trump and Trump supporters, white supremacists, undeniable, oath keepers, pride boys, others, fascist organizations, who was part of this coup attempt against United States of America. And now they try play inflation, they doing that. No be fooled, American people. No be fooled. They speculatively, knowingly increasing this gasoline price and other things. And try fail because they try fool you. And after that, they think already fooled voters will vote for Republicans because there are some inflation. We will resolve this inflation, of course, but you very actively should be participate in that, American people, voters. Go clean energy. What you know, think this additional will for you cost, not. You will take gain if you will buy. For example, you will reject drive combustion engine car, gasoline cars. Will choose Tesla or other zero-emission cars. They will very good payment scheme. And also very soon you will find 1 year, okay? How you, because price of gasoline and price of these electric vehicles charge of this engine. Very huge difference. And other. This when we will go to zero emission and should be energy in solar mainly. Your home prices will sharply down. Will home prices communal yes, in English, what call it that? Home prices, electricity, heat, etc., etc., etc. Also will give you gain. Why you not starting doing that? No, do that. Not difficult. You as citizen action, yeah, needed. We in this period of history, this historical, all very historical time, we rejecting dirty energy because climate crisis and go to clean energy. And you should be actively joined to that. And you will have gain. And inflation will less, undeniable. Specialists will say you that. But if you will fooled by them who blocked our true action against climate crisis or stop climate crisis, who blocks in Senate this climate crisis plan of Biden? Republicans, Republicans. Oh, why? And you have problem. Who create this problem? Republicans. How they try use this problem which created by them? Remember, fossil fuel belong to them. They belong to fossil fuel. This is more correct. Behind fossil fuel, big banks. Big fossil fuel, big banks. This. They try again attack me. Yeah, well, Sodom Gomorrah. In this second, when I'm talking about that, they attacking me. I'm talking about Hitler, Putin, and Ilham Aliyev at Hitler, Putin. I'm talking about Trump. They want him. They attacking me now in this second. Sodom Gomorrah, I beating them. This radar, I have radar from University. This is my back here. They're using top secret high-tech devices and their feelings. I beating them. You seeing them too. They face, they apizdev job of Hitler, Putin, and Ilham Aliyev. Sodom Gomorrah, their lifestyle. Hitler, Putin, Berlusconi, Ilham Aliyev, Prince Andrew, Epstein network, all facts. Their lifestyle. İlham Aliyev, police and the means former KGB, generals in banke, Eastern attacking me, try block. But you see, what online, you're seeing this. Okay? What is they? How they try intervene. Sodom Gomorrah. But they're failing. This universe unity. Radar means universe unity. They nightly, daily, when even I sleeping, they try broke this radar. They failing and will fail because God, universe, unity. Now who they? Satanic face having a Satan very weak and they much more weak. Satanic face having. Therefore they can't stop me. But this attack was I saying that and why they attacking me. You listen me for that. So big banks, big oils, and they fully back it, Republicans, mainly, absolutely, Republican Party, which come to evil. Therefore, this inflation, this increasing price, they knowingly doing that, increasing price, as Joe Biden saying that true, and will do other things for incoming midterm election for distract your mind and take your vote. No, be fooled. Greta Thunberg was invited to Glastonbury in Britain, and she said their quote. She will speak there and quote: "We are approaching the precipice, and I would strongly suggest that all of those who have not yet been greenwashed out of our senses to stand our ground. Do you not let them drag us another inch closer to the edge. Right now is where we stand our ground." This is Greta Thunberg. And here about climate crisis, George Mamboyd. "I think this is breakthrough we have been waiting for. I believe this new campaign could build a global coalition of workers, environmentalists, and social justice activists. We need to stop both climate breakdown and poverty. This is very important, this creation of this coalition. Very important. And should be, I will back this creation of this coalition. Workers, means workers' unions, workers, environmentalists, and social justice activists. All should come together. And we and us should be billions, same day, billions across planet Earth, across continents. Yes, billions, same day. We should do that. I say. You know, you should know my position fully. You know my position as people and American people and voters too. I said about Republicans which come evil, full party. But Democrat Party, part of this party, come to evil. These truths about political establishment around the world, who ruled the world. This in this case, world ruled by monetary system. Who own this monetary system? Means financial system. Who created Federal Reserve, Bank of England, mainly, and others? Who they we name no. Rothschild and Co. They behind World Bank, International Monetary Funds, and other international financial institutions. And this system doing all this mess around the world, these injustices, these war crimes, these bullshit conflicts, this poverty, these hungers, nutrition hungers, and finally, they created climate crisis. Undeniable. And they created this this this system very dark and corrupt by money laundering. They putting the billions of billions dollars and other weird things, luxury things. Okay? and they come into offshores, and they come in member of these clubs in offshores, and they call themselves aristocrats, but they all, all, all 100%, all theft, all criminals, all fascist, racist, all fully fascist, racist, and they not allow you as human beings, as human beings. For them, you as working hands, working legs, working hands, as robot zombie. They faith. They have faith to Saturn. Okay? And they rule the world. Therefore, such thing happening. How this political establishment failed act in United States, for example, I'm talking about that, but in any other country around the world. In one country more, in other country less, but under this system, which satanic evil. There dark money in politics, corporation money in politics. So, in this point, we can't talk about politics and politicians as these words, when was revealed, was means. When was revealed first time, was means. Politicians, politics. Today's politics under this system, Tehran-Tosha, they're not acting freely, independently. They're not belonging to their voters, and they should be, but they're not. Not belong to voters which elected them. And this donors' money, dark money parties, how intervening these elections, including the new system which I reveal, and again I repeating, aka Cambridge Analytica, aka NSO Pegasus, aka Facebook, and combine of them as system, they additional with high-tech devices, and they can intervene election, affect voters' position, choice, 15-20%. 15-20%. This means they will win anyway in election. They already control the election system by this form. So, they this. And United States, today's Republican Party, fully evil, fully. They are not pleased. Today said what they're doing, what their position, how they're acting. Undeniable evil. And Democrat Party. They have good part, today's Democrat Party. But they have evil part too. Evil part when they call it human rights, take mean even more than Jesus, if they're Christian, means God, okay? God means your life, your existence. How you can be above God? You can join to God. Can, if you can. If you will act. And my mission for that, rescue you and work together with you in our only way. And this way will do possible join you, humanity, earth people, to universe unity, means to God. And this means, this will means all for you in successful case. All. Think about that. Fly in light speed. This even uh, not used by universe unity. How this high God is God and existence of universe unity undeniable. This Messiah, this prophet too, my mission confirmed that, my existence too confirmed existence of universe unity, means God. Look how they controlled me. Why? Each second, only I alone, they fully, states. Today is Russia and Azerbaijan. In time was United States and Russia, Ilham Aliyev, Azerbaijan at Putin. Was conspiracy against me when I was in our side. I'm fully equipped each second. Banned weapons using against me, electronic weapon, banned weapon, sonic weapon, banned weapon. Very high-tech devices, top secret high-tech devices, much more high than NSO Pegasus using against me. And additional, what they each second, bunker, they are elite brigades. Decades of decades, they're using each second against me. More than $100 billion only for use this system against me. Why? If I not from universe unity. Which reason they doing that? My mission, I before you transparently, and all day was using me against me, the same persons who controlled this system which ruled you, Earth people. Behind Hitler, Putin, Ilham Aliyev, Rothschild and Co., British monarchy system, 30 to 70, 70 to 30%. 70% is Rothschild and Co., 30% is British monarchy and Co. And during this century, modern century, they are even addition. This Co was rising. Yeah, that's true. And they control it, this system which ruled you, ruled the world. And against me, again they collaborating with Hitler Putin. Even today, the Hitler Putin launched war in Europe, genocidal war. And Ilham Aliyev remain at Hitler Putin. And they helping Ilham Putin. Look, this initiative, anyway, keep Hitler Putin face, keep do that, Kissinger, Macron was, I hope Macron and Scholz finally waking up. But Kissinger directly Rothschild and Co member. They anyway will try help Putin. Anyway, continuation of that. Because they decision that. Against me this. Israel apartheid regime, I opposing Israel Mossad at Ilham Aliyev. Helping Ilham Aliyev, using me against me this system, Tehran torture, as part of Rothschild and Co. Israel Authority, part of Rothschild and Co. Netanyahu time starting against me. Netanyahu time starting and now continuation of that. They this. and in Israel, apartheid regime. Apartheid means fascism, means racism, segregation, separate by equal. Today's 21st century Israel government. Absolutely and completely unacceptable. And I should say you about my position, my mission. You know me very well, very good, decades. But I will again repeatedly say you. And I say in this part of Republican Party called progressive, they're acting sometimes evil because yet they take human rights above God, try to do that. This purely evil and satanic. We should protect our values, humanity, earth people. This is about our only way. This is about your life, your existence, earth people. Our main value. Jesus said that. I saying you that. Universe unity, God saying that. It's not about Bible. God directly saying you that. I saying you that. My mission from universe unity. We shall, you earth people, shall protect your main value. Your main value, man, woman, and child, means children. Giving birth, coming to birth, because love, sex, love between man and woman. This existence of earth people. Same in universe unity. This is your main value. And all these missions, Jesus too was said that. Humanity, man, woman, child, children, should go in our own way and join to universe unity. Working in our own way will give you peace, justice, or will fantastically increase your opportunity, knowledge. There's no fantasy, no movie, that reality. And how you can put human rights above God. Maybe you will deny existence of God. Marriage only and only between man and woman. This is our main value. Marriage. And this means same-sex marriage officially should be shall rejected by countries and nations around the world. Finally and finally, no official acceptance of same-sex marriage. They have community, they have right be, my mission back it their right. They can be, we should reject and block and will stop any repression against them because their lifestyle. But same time, we should protect our main value. So, no same-sex marriage, no adoption children. Why? Because our main value, our only way. Giving them children means give them children for growth in their lifestyle. Is absolutely and completely unacceptable and never will accept it. I call Earth people and nations, countries around the world, reject same-sex marriage and adoption of children by them, by same sex. And third, education system. Education means education. You should educate, base it on our main value. Otherwise, this not education, this other thing, which go away from our own way. Means satanic evil, therefore. There's sodomy, modern, all there. Literally. Sodom and Gomorrah, literally. You human beings, you are under God. God helping you. Show way. Sending you Messiah. Messiah helping you. Say existence of universal unity and existence of our only way and walk together in this our only way and you will have all. And this way means concrete values. This lifestyle of God and universal unity. Fully transparent as me, transparent, but even more, of course. And in your, as Jesus, in your body, human body. But my mission, fully transparent. Same was Jesus. My mission exists. I say you what we should do and work together because you earth people crossed the red line and you will die. And you think that in climate crisis case, how this system killing you, doing this mess around the world, and they plan who control it, this system, they plan big war. Billions will die, will remain few billion of you, which will chip it by them, and you will literally come as robot zombie. And who they, you very well know, should be that. This happening. My mission therefore exists in our days and call it first, rescue you, and after that, with love, belief, and faith, we're working together in our only way. All religions together, coming together. All nations, which religion they have, there's absolutely no problem. Humanity, Earth people, civilization of planet Earth, coming together for peace. All religions, all nations, all culture, traditions, languages. My mission can do that possible and do that not difficult. But you seeing what happening and why happening. Who behind that? Behind this, I said you. Who ruled the world? And their lifestyle, their satanic fears having, and their lifestyle same. Sodom and Gomorrah. Literally. This is their lifestyle. Stanley Kubrick movie, again I say that. Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. And even Stanley Kubrick show small part who ruled the world and their lifestyle. Orgy, morgy, oh, immorality, no frame. This is moving this world. But literally, much more worse, much more, satanic orgy, other name. Zoophilia too, same place, same time. Their lifestyle. And this can be avoided. If so, you will die, Earth people. This not only for that, but for that too, this part, one of main part. If you won't be alive, you should protect our main value. Therefore, I call all nations around the world reject any attempt from same-sex by the leaders' policy who rule the world, Western countries, do very satanic, evil decision, and they will already have problems, and this problem will have increase, but they demand, because they, as wealthy countries, and they are poor countries, they try use this day opportunity, pushing in this way poor country A, same-sex marriage, okay, gay parade, okay, education, adoption children. If not, bye-bye. Who will do that? Who will do that? They're doing that. I know that, not openly, not publicly, maybe, but they pressuring, pushing them, call it that human rights. When not, human rights can't be above God. God exists because you exist, human beings. And your mind, your heart. And what they did, these so-called wealthy countries, for you, poor countries. Look at climate crisis. I will already kill it you and will they are happening. Genocide, global genocide, no doubt. And behind that, who ruled the world and who was participating knowingly or unknowingly on this creation of climate crisis, which will do global genocide, wealthy countries. Some of you call it that global north. And they push it, the same-sex marriage, adoption children, change in education system in children time, students, first grade, second. This no same say, good, satanic, evil. And I say you, this death sentence to you, humanity, earth people, death sentence. They, among them, have people who push it this way. Maybe people not understand. They think this truly human rights. Crack down our main value. Human rights know this. This purely satanic evil, and this death sentence. Therefore, nations, countries around the world, no afraid. I call you. My name Chinghiz, and I from Universe Unity. My mission is God, and you very well know me decades of decades. My mission transparently. I say in you countries rejecting allow same-sex marriage, save your education system from them. Education system should educate based on our main value, man, woman, and children. And also reject adoption children by same sex. Other things, we should respect their right around the world, worldwide. I call all nations around the world. Respect them, their rights, be same sex. No endorsement, absolutely no encourage, no endorsement. I'm talking about that. But if they this, their rights should be respected. They're part of society. They citizen should be do payment for them, same payment for same job as other people, persons, same job, same payments, voters' rights, all should be respected. No repression, again, they have right. This also worldwide. All nations around the world, I'll call you do that. But keep this main, core, main, our main value. Protect. Reject same-sex marriage. Reject adoption by them children, and protect your education system. I say, this key is crucial. These countries who already passed laws, same-sex marriage, etc., these mainly European countries and United States and others, they will revise this decision. Should and shall. No officially same-sex marriage. I say. And protect your education system. And no adoption children. I say, my mission from God, from Universe Unity. And I said you again about that. If you will fail, you will die. All transparently. Why this threat happening? Who helping Hitler Putin? Continue help. And who was appeasement did of Hitler Putin? Same, same, same, same, same. Same country, same regime. And now, when come online, we should together work in our own way. About Hitler Putin, I said, which form we should act for stopping, and generally Russian fascism, chauvinism, finally, and other things about climate crisis and other. Democrat Party, I said you, which wrong you're doing. I said today's Republican Party fully evil, and today's Democrat Party partly evil, and that truth of political establishment about political establishment in United States, and not only in United States, in European Union, including Britain and other countries too, because system rule it world, and they satanic faith having. Iran nuclear talks. In Obama time, we was together gathering. It was very difficult, even was impossible, truly impossible, because Iran authority position was yeah, very, very, you know, iron curtain. But we can, and there was signed nuclear agreement. But Hitler, Putin, and Trump revoked that. Today's evil Republican Party, and have even more problem. But their talks continue, but already, I think, more than 1 year, one and a half, their talks continue. Biden administration, part of this main part of Iran and United States main part, there are other countries. So I call Iran authority. We should do that together, work and sign a new nuclear agreement. And I call United States also. For that, we should come together and sign it nuclear agreement. This should be. And this better to Iran, and this better to United States and ally. So do that. There should be monetary system, free, independent, under International Atomic Energy and the United Nations. Okay? Independent monetary system. This guarantee for this watchdog how this agreement implemented by Iranian side. Base of this agreement should be that independent monitoring. There should be agreement. Stop it. Iran should stop his nuclear weapon program. Finally, for that there should be lifted sanctions in concrete cases. And there should be monitor system, independent, which can independent freely work for monitor, watch how this agreement implemented by Iranian authority. I will back this one and I call Iranian authority join me. Again, this better for Iran. I say. And Georgian people on street and squares because Ivanishvili purely Ivanishvili semi-position, half of major position. Europe, no Europe, Russia, not Russia. Money continue come from Hitler-Putin schemes to Ivanishvili. Yes, so-called billionaire. And this Garibashvili, prime minister, they failed. European Union reject, they give them candidate status, and European Union allow and give to Ukraine and Moldova candidate status. Is welcoming, very important, crucial, and very good. But Georgia failed, and therefore Georgian authority and Georgian people mainly, no authority failed, and already should be choose Georgian people. There should be, if needed, if possible, means I will back this way. Earlier elections, there should be happen earlier parliamentary elections. And election will show what choose Georgian people. The failure of Georgian Ivanishvili government is absolutely very bad to Georgia and Georgian national security interests. Same about NATO. We know the same, plus means same. European Union and NATO, this parallel. I say, I together with you, Georgian people, I say, in Colombia, environmentalist authority, Gustavo Petro and Francia Marquez Mina. President Gustavo Petro, Vice President Francia Marquez MENA. I congratulate Colombian people, very right choice. There was free and fair elections, and Colombia people won. I think this first authority in world, mainly environmentalists, means climate crisis fighters. First country in world, I think so. And there should become other countries. In Brazil, in other South Africa, in across South America, sorry, across Africa, particular environmentalist governments, climate crisis fighters governments. In Asia, Southeast Asia, in Australia, in New Zealand, everywhere around the world, around the world, particularly in European Union, already time in Britain, time in United States of America, in coming elections, already this groups, party of movement, there should be environmentalist movement. Because climate crisis, this death sentence to humanity, they again 3 years for fully act, for transition, fully transition to fossil fuel. Starting from today, declaration of climate emergency, officially state, and same form action for stop climate crisis. And Colombia people decision very historical can be and should be. And I saying together with you, Colombian people and new elected President Gustavo Petro and Vice President Francia Marquez Mina, I say, in Myanmar junta continue his junta, and Myanmar junta continue using Hitler Putin, and Hitler Putin continue using Myanmar junta. They're fully in collaboration, and even Myanmar junta using Hitler Putin credit cards, payment cards, financial cards means. Yeah, and where are you who announced it they will act against Myanmar junta? Where are these? You think if Hitler Putin launched war in Europe, all these problems around the world should be forgotten or coming to second, third place means not so important. There are no people killed by junta. There are no ethnic cleansing, continuation of that. Unacceptable. Another fact, which system ruled the world? Purely evil, satanic system ruled the world. Very bold words when junta was happening, when Aung San Suu Kyi government was ousted, removed by junta. Very bold words there was. But nearly nothing serious action for standard Myanmar people and for stop junta by truly sanctions. implementation of these sanctions should happen finally. We can't forget Myanmar people, I say. And same about Sudan. In Sudan, we know Sudanese people fighting Omar Bashir tyranny, you know, tyranny. And Omar Bashir was ousted because Sudanese people demanded and their militaries strongly backed by Sudanese people, ousted, arrested Omar Bashir. And there was agreement, civil government and some council, and council uh, controlled rule of country, and they under military. Was the agreement that, and this was for transition time of 2 years. 2 years already exist. Already. 2 years already ended. There should be fully civilian government. By militaries, Buhari or Burhani name no. They start change their position. They start revoke this agreement. One time even Prime Minister was resigned, he was put under house arrest, but after our pressure, he was released and his position was restored as Prime Minister, was that. But now, again, there are Sudanese people on streets, militaries continue killing civilians, try restore in Sudan another tyranny. One tyranny was replaced by another tyranny. They think that this absolutely unacceptable. There was financing and there was army by Hitler, Putin. There was mercenaries of Hitler, Putin, Prigozhin, mercenaries in Sudan. We also know that remain even maybe in Sudan, Libya, Central African Republic, in Mali, everywhere, across Africa. And this should be stopped, finally. But returning to Sudan, tweet from Amr Magde. Over the next few days, Human Rights Watch organization will be releasing these short videos from Voice of Sudan. Listen to them as this country is witnessing the radical change that we only say once in a century or more. Thanks to every brave soul giving us hope. And his tweet was to this tweet, where video, also one of this short video, Voice of Sudan, I will show you. But now tweet from Mohammed Osman. He tweeting, for 8 months, Sudanese protesters have defied repression at great personal cost. The international response has been wanting. Human Rights Watch stands in solidarity with all those facing ongoing attacks on their basic rights. Their voices must be heard. And there is one of these small videos. I will show you this small video.
احنا كشباب كلنا شايفين انه الوضع ده ما الحاله اللي احنا عايزينها. رقم الحالي انه مثلا الأساليب طبعا طبعا مثلا اغتصاب وانتهاكات النساء المواطن عشان يخوفوهم ما يطلعوا مكتبل. الحين قاعد تزيد حماس إضافي إن إحنا نقول إن إحنا موجودين ونحن بنتكسر.
We should help Sudanese people. We should stand with Sudanese people. They're fighting for democracy, human rights. They're fighting for be civil countries, modern countries. And we shall stand with Sudanese people. There should be real action from United States, G7, European Union, United Nations, without delay, I say. And Tesla, SpaceX, my friend Elon, their price was very sharply down on Tesla share, was at 1,200, was fall to 650, today 700 and some 30, 730 was very less, 1,200, and now today 730. You know, what I today say too is very matter, even crucial. And this about Tesla, SpaceX too. We together, I strongly continue back here. I continue working together with you, Elon and Team Tesla, Team SpaceX of Elon. Are fully doing that. Are not playing some political game. Are not accounting or counting something fully. Need same position from Tesla, SpaceX, and other Team Elon companies. We together, and this means we together. Their political position can't be affect our together working. Particular today's Republican parties, evil, satanic evil, fascist. For example, Elon in gun control when was happening. One of example. In Uvalde was happening children massacre. Elon said he strongly back assault weapons bans and other. There should be serious restriction, control, and background checks and others. But Republicans said for that no. And I'm talking about children massacre. Republicans said to that no, not you. Something doing. This very crucial key about children massacre, about annually 30,000 killed by gun violence in United States of America. And there can't be backed party who purely stand evil. They no care. Children massacre, no care. By what they know, they say, as this Greg Abbott, words, same time he continue, keep his position as Trump and others, no true action on gun control, which can prevent another children massacre. Republican Party, another evil fact check. This today's Republican Party evil, evil. What about children massacre? I said they no care, and this purely this party, Republican Party, evil. Another case, climate crisis. Republican Party fully blocked any serious action for fight climate crisis. Any they fully 50 in Senate, fully in House. And you voting for Republicans. Argue your position, Ellen. You voting, you maybe don't can you donate them, voting for them, and you calling your supporters, hey, also vote for Republicans. This is wrong. But in previous time I said we should put this political sphere in second, third place. This can't be affect our together working, and I show you that. I fully supporting backing Tesla, which for me again was as dream coming to truth, really. Same about SpaceX. There's no change. But there, this evil party, they position how they can affect Tesla and SpaceX. My worry about that. They are racist, white supremacist party today, Republican Party. Undoubtful. Racist party. White supremacist party. Evil party. And if this racist, white supremacist will come to SpaceX or to Tesla, will affect your this possible if you think not. If you think not, one day if SpaceX will turn to racist or Tesla, what will happen? For that, my worry that you fly, for example, I will say even more, flying to Mars, and you fly with white supremacists, alone, with racists. In Mars coming racists, white supremacists. Hey, who you go away from there? Or even from Starship will remove them. For example, and this means that in community, as you're planning, what I said, what will truly happen in Mars. But in your view, there should be buildings in Mars, city, Mars city, etc. In this case, today, or therefore I said that now. Today already there should be position on SpaceX case, Mars mission. Eliminate, my English means avoid. Who racist, what supremacist. You can't allow them and call that citizen rights, free mind, free speech. Literally, you will take racist, fascist, white supremacist to Mars. And this, of course, absolutely unacceptable. This full failure of this mission, for me, this clear. I know that exactly. If you will allow them, there should be elimination again. Our main value. We should keep our main value. All people equal, no matter which color of skin, no matter which religion, and our main value, man, woman, and child. This means planet Earth and our only way. In this way, we fly to Mars. Part our together working in our only way, we fly to Mars. This. And same about Tesla, which planet Earth doing fantastic job. But if you deciding be in authority in United States, for example, climate deniers, and this means climate deniers means climate deniers. They will affect your business anyway. They are not a place. They are this short period of time can. And they're choosing, Ellen. Okay, mainly we back at fossil fuel, for example, 80%. And 10-15% clean energy, and they're Tesla. We back strongly Tesla. But other rejecting because percentage. 80% should be fossil fuel. And you will welcome that, Aaron. We'll think, for Tesla, good. This also failure. This very wrong decision. Again, our mission global. We should very bold, strong position be on climate crisis case, particularly in political sphere because authority. We should elect persons who climate crisis fighters, not climate crisis deniers. Again, link it to politics. We will talk or will come to link it politics because countries, authorities, laws which should be changed, which law not yet should be passed on climate crisis case. But if an authority will trump, which was What he did, you remember? Leave Paris Agreement. This EPA come as fossil fuel friendly organization. This also happening. This problem I seeing, Ellen, very serious problems. And again, political in second, third place can't affect us, but our action. I'm fighting for come to for vote for each country, including United States of America, in authority should be elected persons who climate crisis fighters, who also fighting today's system which rule the world, fighting them for replace this dark, satanic, very corrupt monetary means financial system by transparent financial system. I'm fighting for that. For me, no matter which party member will. But today's reality is this. Republicans fully evil, Democrats partly evil. And in today's situation, we should choose because each day matter in climate crisis case, in corruption money laundering case too, these Hitler Putin enablers, his money because corruption money laundering, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin means, how this was and continue help Hitler Putin reaching genocidal war in Ukraine. This same thing. Same. Each day matter. We should act immediately. In climate crisis, too particular, because scientists saying, you crossed the red line, and if you will fail, you will die, and you have 3 years for your final bold, finally unturning, unstoppable, okay, move for replace fossil fuel by clean energy, mainly solar and wind. Each day matter. This one, nobody from Democrat part affecting you. I will block that. Because we together again. I fully working together with you. But you, I call you not do mistake. Again, I call that. You can by your this position can do very serious. You can create very serious problem. I'm feeling that. I know that can happen and will happen. I believe in Tesla future. I believe in SpaceX future. And also other film also good project. Okay. But by problems, by mistakes, this can be seriously affected. I'm talking about that. Work together with me, Aaron. Not together with you, and this should be one of me, you know, we together. I very waiting SpaceX after FAA approval successful launch, which you said will happen in next month, July, is one of our key, our main. Also, I really want Tesla for Tesla return to this level, $1,200 per share and even more. And this can happen. Can happen. I know that exactly. And I together with you, Ellen. I've woken my mission for Earth people. And you, my friend, because you're doing fantastic job. Directly in our only way. I say, okay, today this, Earth people. I am Chinghiz together with you.